I'm Sharlene from So Dressmaking, and today I am going to finally talk you through everything that I made for my summer collections. So I had so much fun planning these this year. As you can see, there's some really clear colour palettes, and I found that it really helped me to focus on different things that were missing from my wardrobe and make sure that everything did actually go. So one thing that I had always noticed, and really the main thing that I had to work on, was separates. So I had a lot of tops that didn't go with trousers, and it's the same, I had a lot of trousers that I didn't really have any tops that I wanted to wear with. So that was one of my biggest focuses this year. Then also coming into the really great summer weather, I realised that I was missing a lot of summery dresses too, so I have quite a few of them that I have added into this collection as well. So first thing we will go through is the blues and lilacs. So this one kind of came about because a lot of these fabrics I actually had in my stash already at the start of the season, so it was a good opportunity to work through a lot of these. So the likes of this polka dot I'd had for a while. There's some that I picked up in a fabric swap at the start of the year, so I had them. This floral I'd had for quite a while too, so yeah, there's a lot of things in here that I was just, the denim I'd had that for at least a year or two, and the tencel I'd had it for a year, so it was good to see all of these fabrics getting used up. And then there's a few wee bits that I added in as well for wee bits of extra print. So a lot of this front part here is actually dresses. So obviously all of these, I'm not going to go into too much detail about the like patterns and fabrics and stuff like that, because it is all going to be in my blog post as well. So there's lilac, is actually a colour that I wouldn't have really wore a lot of, but then I decided this year I was going to introduce it. So we have my first floor test that I did, and I haven't actually had a chance to wear this one yet. It is quite fancy, I think, on, so yeah, I'm looking forward to having something to wear that to this year. Then my white linen jazz dress, this fabric was from a fabric swap. Obviously I haven't taken all my tailor tags out, so yeah, I absolutely love this one. I have actually wore this one already with tailor tags in it, but yeah, I wore this to a picnic out in Castlewood with my sewing group. Then we have the Homer and Hoyle's Innes. This is another one that I tested. This is my second version in this floral linen viscose from System Attack. It's a Lady McElroy. I love this one so much, and I'm really looking forward to actually teaming this with tights and boots and a jumper over the top, coming into sort of this time of year. So yeah, expect to see that one coming up soon. That outfit, love this fabric, everything about this is just lovely. Then my first Fibre Mood Mindy, so obviously I'm wearing another one here today as well. I love this pattern so much, love this dress so much. It's just feels so cute and summery and perfect for a picnic. Yeah, so that's in a cotton from the Dab Hand. Then the Cocoa Wawa Plum. So again, this was another test. I had this shirting in my stash from a fabric swap, and I thought it would be a good one to do my first version in. Absolutely love it, it's so cute. The fabric, it actually feels quite like rustly, it's quite strange, but yeah, love the wee frill and everything on this. Whenever I made this one, it actually made me realise I wanted more of those sort of loose smock kind of dresses that are just easy to throw on, doesn't take much effort, didn't matter how much I was eating over lockdown, still felt comfortable in it. So yeah, that kind of set the tone then for a lot of the other dresses that I ended up making over the season. And then, so there's my Tilly and the Buttons Suki dress. This was made quite early on, probably even before lockdown. It came out at the start of the year, but obviously this colour then I had a bit more of it and made my kabuki tee. So that's kind of, whenever I'd seen these together, that's kind of what inspired this collection. And then the last dress from this one that I made was the floor dress with the added on sleeves. So there is a hack and a video for that on my YouTube and a blog post. Love this dress so much. This is just like the ultimate summer dress. Again, I haven't had a chance to wear this one yet, but what I have realised now, especially now that we're coming into autumn and I'm starting to pull out like my more autumn makes from last year, I'm realising that I still love everything that I had made from last year and probably don't really have a lot to add. Obviously there's some things that I want to keep making, but you know, I have a pretty good autumn wardrobe now set in place, so I know coming around to next summer I'm going to have all these dresses ready to just pull out whenever the good weather hits, and I'm not going to be panicking trying to figure out what to wear, not having anything to wear, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm so happy that I have all these made now. So then this is my, love this one. So this one will still be getting plenty of wear now in the autumn. This is my first Homer & Howell's Blur blazer. So this is a cropped version in a cotton canvas, and I love this so much. It's just, this was the first one of their patterns that I made, and it's just, it has me hooked. They're so good, so good. So yeah, absolutely love that one. And then obviously that floral just ties in with so much of this. Then square neck top. So with this one here, this was a bit of a surprise. I picked up this remnant to see if I could squeeze the square neck top into that size, and turns out it actually ties in quite well with the pinks that I've been sewing as well. So that one was a nice wee bonus. Then obviously my kabuki tee. So this is one of the fabrics that I'd had in my stash for quite a while. This here is the Helen's Closet Gilbert top. I was on the tested this one on the QA team. So yeah, had this fabric, wanted to use it for, probably had this fabric for 2 years whenever I got around to using it, because it was one of the first ones that I had bought. I'd made my sister a skirt out of it, and that only took like, I don't know, 70 centimeters or something. I had like 2.5 meters left, something crazy anyway. So yeah, I used that for this, and then once I had done it, I wanted to try out the Winslow shorts. So I have this really cute wee two-piece here. So obviously the shorts won't be getting much wear now coming into autumn, but this wee blouse here is definitely going to get a lot more wear because I just love that style. Then my utility trousers by Trend Patterns in a tencel. I haven't worn these too much because I didn't like the way they sat at the bottom, but now that I've actually looked through some other versions in the hashtag, it's just the way they sit, and I think I just need to wear them a bit more. But yeah, absolutely love these trousers. I made another pair as a short then, and I'm definitely planning at least one more in probably a black linen soon. So yeah, love those trousers. Then I actually made 2 pairs of trousers in this. I also have my Sophia trousers from Make It Simple. So Sophia trousers, and then the mod trousers here. I'm not a huge fan of this fabric. It's from Pound Fabrics. It was very cheap, and it was just to test out the fit, but I do really like them. I haven't got photos of this one yet, so I do need to get around to doing that. But yeah, I love this shape. I do think it sits really nicely in this collection, but I'd say out of all the things that I've made, they'll probably get the least wear. And then finally from this collection is my Dawn jeans. Now, these have been worn a lot. This is something that was really missing from my wardrobe, and yeah, so happy that I finally got around to making them, because they're the exact right shape of jeans that I made. So I actually made 2 pairs, and I have fabric now for another pair, and I probably will keep making them. Definitely they're going up there as a tried and true, and obviously these won't sink into the wash, but I just had to pull it all out to do this video. So yeah, that is my first little sort of capsule collection. Obviously there is a lot of dresses in there, because I realised that that's what another thing that had been missing from my wardrobe, and something I was really enjoying wearing. And then most of these, I have all these tops and trousers now that will actually go really well together, and I really focused on the shapes and styles that suited me and my shape and that I felt comfortable in, so I'm really happy with them. So that's that collection. Then moving on to the pinks. I had sort of thought of adding more like khakis and greens into this, but just didn't really get around to it. But you can see here this all sort of does work together. But the main piece from this collection, and probably one of my favourite things from the summer, was my linen suit, which I made for Lamazi Fabrics. I just love this so much. This blazer goes with nearly everything on here. Apart from the lilacs, it matches everything. It's the perfect shade for me. I love the shorts, they're so comfortable. Probably didn't get as much wear out of them just with the time of year and our weather and all that sort of stuff, but like I've said, they are there ready to pull out at the start. Whenever the first rays of sun hit Ireland next year, I will be wearing these. So yeah, absolutely love this. I love the finishing in this. I bias bound everything, Hong Kong finish, hand stitch the hems, just everything. Absolutely love this. And as I say, I have wore this so much with different dresses, so it actually goes really nicely with this dress. I've wore it with, what was the other one? This one too. I pair it with my jeans and a t-shirt all the time. I just absolutely love it. So definitely there will be another one of these blazers made soon. I think I definitely need one in black because that'll just be like the ultimate classic. So then we have my Cali shirt here, which is from a Lady McElroy linen from Linen Viscose from Sister Mataka last year. So I had actually made most of this last summer and I think I just had the hem facing and the buttons and buttonholes to do. That was all that was left, and I finally got around to doing it over lockdown, and this is probably what has inspired these pinks. So this obviously matches perfectly with this colour, and I love all these greens and olives and browns and stuff. I just think they're my colours. So definitely going to probably try and add more of these greens and browns into my wardrobe eventually. I really like them. That's my kind of colour palette. And yeah, love this wee shirt with all of these. Obviously then it goes with my jeans. So happy with it. Then another Gilbert shirt. So I made my first one and just absolutely loved it. This is in Tilly Burnett crepe. I have a dress in this too, my Sia dress, which isn't on here. It's in my mend pile because there was a wee rip in it. But yeah, absolutely love this fabric. Really, it's not quite the right pink I think for this, but it still does tie in quite well with this collection. So then there's also the Hannah wrap top, which I made. I had originally thought that I was going to use the Hannah pattern for this dress, but then changed my mind because I realised that the jazz was just so perfect for the style that I had in mind. So yeah, I tried this. I do really like the fit. I know now if I was to make it as the dress I would need to size up, which I might do. But yeah, really love this wee top. I think it's so cute. And last top in this was so this is a rose tencel jersey and a square neck top. So this pattern has actually been re-released since I've made this, and in the new pattern the facings are all actually stitched down, which is something I'm going to go back and do with all of mine. I have 4 of them. It makes so much more sense to have it stitched down and stops it from flapping about all the time. But yeah, love this top. The jersey is just so soft and comfy, yeah, and it goes well. It just sits perfectly with all my high-waisted trousers I've been making. Then there's another pair of Dawn jeans here. These ones, the denim is from Oso. I think I'm going to take the buttons off here and maybe try to put a zip in because I just think I'll get more wear out of them that way. They'll sit a wee bit better on me. But yeah, love these ones too. And then the black linen look viscose Petra shorts by Closet Core Patterns. Again, this was another style of short that I really wanted to try out. I didn't want shorts that were too short. I need something a wee bit longer just for practicality of running around after the kids. And yeah, these ones are perfect. So this is the I think I used the shorts, but the shorts are a lot shorter, and I just added like, I think it was 3 or 4 inches onto the length of them, and yeah, perfect, really comfortable. So then dresses here we have, again I'd say this is probably one of my favourite pieces because it pairs perfectly with my blazer. This is the Cocoa plum dress again in a Mind the Maker viscose. Love this colour. I made a wee dress for Emily in this too, and I just love the two of us matching in it. Yeah, so I had lowered the neckline in this one, and I can actually just slip it on and off over my head. So I still have the button placket at the back, so I didn't know if it would work, but I don't actually have to use the buttons. And yeah, in this fabric it just flows so nicely, and it's just so loose and comfortable, and perfect with trainers or with boots or so many different things. So yeah, I'll definitely get more out of this one over the winter with like a chunky cardigan and black tights and boots. It's going to just be perfect. And finally, the Alexa jumpsuit by Tilly and the Buttons. This one, it sent me this pattern to try out just before it was released, and absolutely love this colour in it, this fabric in it. Just feels like pyjamas, which is great. I can wear them out of the house, and yeah, really it's a brushed cotton. Again, this had been in my stash for so long, and yeah, just perfect for, great for days during the summer when it's a wee bit cooler, and it'll be perfect now obviously coming into autumn, winter as well. So then there's a few pieces that, well then there's, I'll start with this dress. So this is the Leela dress by Tree Marsh in the blue feather viscose from Lamazi Fabrics. Now this one here, I had kind of got it to go in with the blue collection, and then realised, well, it actually kind of matches in with the pinks too, and it matches with the greens. So this one has kind of been a piece that just ties in with everything, and again, just perfect summer dress, light and floaty. I have a white slip now to wear under it, and the pattern comes with the slip and these big flouncy sleeves, and yeah, just love this pattern so much. It's such a nice dress. And let's see, yeah, so then as you can see, this piece probably does fit in best with the pink collection. This is a mashup of the plum and the Inez patterns, so it has the plum top and then the split hem of the Inez at the bottom. Again, easy to throw on. It'll be great for coming into autumn again because I can layer it up, but for those days when you need something loose, whenever it was really warm, this dress was perfect. It's a rayon, so it doesn't touch your body. It like touches your shoulders and that's it. So loose and floaty and breathable, and when it's really hot, this dress was just perfect. It just was exactly what I have worn so much. It just so easy. I even wore it when we went away for a night, and I wore this travelling down, I think, or up, I can't remember. I wore it one at travelling home. I wore travelling home in the car, and it was just so nice and loose and floaty. And then obviously, yeah, so right, I did have a pink and green collection planned, but didn't quite get around to it. Now I still have this fabric here, which I am going to be making something with soon, because what I'm planning to make, it's not really a summer piece, it's going to be one that has long sleeves, it's a dress, so it will be wearable sort of all year. And then the other thing I have got them cut out is the Home and House Mod trousers in a green linen viscose, which I am going to make obviously as well. And the other thing, which I'm still working on, and to be honest now, I think I've just lost momentum on it, and I don't know how far I will actually get, but it's my green gingham packerette. This is not one that I'm going to be wearing over the autumn. I still might try and finish it, because it would be nice to have it for next year, or it could just go into a pile and wait till next year to finish. I'm not sure, but yeah, these were parts of the green collection. I have a few other bits here. So there's the indigo hack in a Lady McElroy cotton lawn from Sister Mataka. I love this fabric, love this dress, love everything about it. It's just perfect. But again, it is a transitional piece. This wee one here kind of does tie in a bit with the pinks and greens. This is my sequence wrap dress in a rayon voile from Sister Mataka. Love this one too. This is probably one of the first pieces that I made in my summer collections before I really started to focus on my colour palettes, and yeah, I love it. I have a kabuki tee made in this as well, and it's just light and floaty and perfect. Be perfect for going on holidays. Hopefully next year I will be taking a lot of these pieces on holidays. Fingers crossed. But yeah, love this one too. What else then? These other two pieces. So this was my first Inez in had this tartan for a while, so I used this for my first version, Black Watch tartan linen. And again though, I wore this so much too when the weather was a bit changeable. I threw on a cardigan over it and it was great, and yeah, nice and loose and very breathable, but I will be able to layer it with a polo neck and tights and boots now in the winter. And then this is my other Alexa jumpsuit that I made in the Merchant & Mills Nutmeg Linen for Good Fabrics. So again, I think this is kind of an all season piece. It was great for during the summer. Kind of ties in with all these pinks here. But yeah, these ones here at the end were kind of pieces that I really wanted to make but didn't quite fit into one particular collection, but I'm still counting them as like my summer makes. And yeah, and then the other thing I didn't get finished was my blue merino blazer. I will definitely get this done though, because it's something I will wear all year. So yeah, that is my spring summer roundup. So seeing it all here now, it makes me so happy that I have these sort of collections now and all these pieces that are going to work so well together. So yeah, this one here, I can't remember if I said this is my Fibre Mood Mindy, the second one that I made, lengthened. And again, I'm wearing this now because I'm not going to get many more chances to. I'm trying to get all my summer dresses wore again. But yeah, again, this was one that the fabric, so obviously a lot of these fabrics I was buying knowing that they were going to go with something and that they were fitting in with these collections, but there's a few pieces that I just couldn't resist, like this. So yeah, but yes, looking at these now, I know that there's so many pieces that I'm going to want to pull out next year, and I'm going to, you know, it's not just a trend or fad or something like that. These are all things that I really, really do love, and I will get so much more out of year after year, which is amazing. It's exactly what I want from my wardrobe. Obviously I don't want to have to make an entire new wardrobe every year, because that just would not be sustainable at all. But yeah, there's so many pieces in here that I think will work. They just work so well, and there's a lot of stuff that was already in my wardrobe that I can pull in and just mix with it, and yeah, go so well. So really, really happy with all of this. I have already started planning my autumn winter collections. A lot of it hasn't changed much from my plans from last year, which is great. I have a lot of fabrics already that I had been picking up, which work perfectly for what I'm planning. So yeah, I'm happy to know that what I made last year I still love this year, and hopefully I do think the same will apply to this, that I'm making a wardrobe, or yeah, making a wardrobe that is me, that's my style, that suits my personality, that is not gonna, you know, become old or dated or anything like that. I can see me loving all of these pieces for so long, and yeah, just love it all. So happy with it. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. Sorry it took so long to get around to filming. I think it was the thought of having to clear this reel and pull everything down and pull all the stuff out just put me off. But yeah, really, really happy with all of this, and can't wait to start sharing my autumn winter plans with you all too. So as I said, today I'm wearing my Fibre Mood Mindy in fabric from Sister Mintaka. I know the fabric isn't available at the moment. Don't know if she'll get it back in again. It's a linen viscose or linen rayon, same thing, mix. And yeah, just lengthening the dress down to like a midi length. And if you like my videos and want to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that, so then you can keep up to date with all my with everything that's going on, all my new videos. And if you want to support what I'm doing, you can buy me a coffee over on my Ko-fi page, which I will link down below as well. So I hope everyone's having a lovely day, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.